Record. Well, thanks everybody for joining us all here tonight, taking time out of your night. I know that we got hockey on, playoffs, all sorts of crazy stuff happening all over, so can't always get on the calls. That's why they're always recorded. I just wanted to start a couple announcements just because of time. We want to kind of get rolling with this to try to stay within that half hour. So just events coming up. May 11th is California, Orange County. It's from 10 to 1. All the details are on the groups. It's hosted by Jennifer Bradshaw, and Jay and Steve are going to be there. So if you know anyone near there, invite them. That's this Saturday. The next event is May 13th in Calgary. Dr. Sylvia Passfield will be there, Kevin Dugay, Kathy Gage. I know that it's all the Western team starting this big event. It starts at 8:30 in the morning. So if you know anyone out in Western California, or sorry, Western Calgary, please invite them to that event. And then the next one is going to be one hosted by Terry and myself, which is going to be in Mississauga. We don't know the exact details, or the link isn't here yet, but it is definitely May 27th. So we will hope to see everybody at that event. That is also a 10 to 1 event. That is just a 3-hour, really focused on, you know, what we're doing, where we're going, you know, how to get there, you know, how this is going to be great for our business, all that great stuff. So what I can do is, you know, Brina is Terry's teammate. We both know her very well. She's a little firecracker out there in Western, or out in the West in Calgary and Sylvan Lake, and she's awesome. We miss her. We can't wait till we're all together again and we get to see everybody. So I'll let Terry introduce her there, and we will let her get started and show us, you know, how she built her business.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Hey, I appreciate everybody jumping on, and I was able to get on. I had a commitment today with something up at my lodge up in Quebec, and I didn't know whether I was going to make it back in time. So it doesn't matter who's hosting, whether it's me, whether it's Paul, whether it's whoever. We're just delighted to be here, and we're delighted to have Brenna Bovair with us tonight. And Brenna is been with the company for 6 years plus now. And I first met Brenna in Las Vegas, and I'll tell you, this girl rocks. She's become a very close personal friend. She's just a mighty mouse, and man, she can kick butt in the business. And I'll tell you what, one thing about Brenna I love is that she's inspiring. She doesn't tell people to do something that she hasn't done. And when it comes to building a business, she's a great leader from that perspective. And I'm so delighted to have her here tonight, training tonight on sort of some tips and reasons why you should maybe think of some of the things that Brenna's talking about on tonight's call on how to build your business. So grateful that you're on, Brenna, and look forward to hearing your talk tonight. So take it away. Put on mute there, girl.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, it's been a fun journey, lots of fun. I'll just do a little bit about myself. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. I help with a lot of their sports. I'm very busy with 2 of them are in hockey, and we're starting up baseball season. I help coach. I've managed teams. So yeah, I do a lot of different things. I'm involved in a few different boards with other things too. So this business is so suiting for my lifestyle, and just being able to be there for my kids. The payoff has been so good. And yeah, I started 6 years ago. All we had was socks and insoles. And I am loving these patches. How many can give me a thumbs up for all these patches are just rocking this business now? Woohoo! It's awesome. Yeah. I can't believe the stories that are coming. What just happened to my screen? Oh, that are coming, and the amazing miracles happening. So I'm just going to get into a little bit about the starting of duplication of your business and just the good starting points for it. We never had this when we began 6 years ago, but I did know duplication when I started, so it was a little bit different then. But I'm going to talk today about I'm just going to share my screen here. The importance of being on a 2-pack of SmartShip. Yeah, I decided to put my picture up there of my patch addiction. I don't know who else has them, but when I'm in a tank top like this in the summer, people always ask me, what are those patches on your arms, or kids, or, and it just opens up conversation for them. I find they stick best there. I know people put them elsewhere in different things, but anyways, just starting off your team right and starting it off right, being on the smart ship. Number one, being a product of the product. How can you share when you're not using them yourself? So use it to, even if you don't have all the patches yet, or you haven't, use it to try them all at different times of the month. I can have a conversation with all people about every single patch out there. Because I know how they all work. I know how I feel. I'm not gonna lie, I use every single one of them because I've went days without certain ones, and man, I've been on them for so long and using them so consistently, the burnout I feel. And I know it's because my brain isn't running optimal, and the burnout you feel from not using them because your brain is working that much harder. I just know that and understand that, and I feel the difference when I'm not on them. But yeah, you got to be a product of the product to be able to talk to people about them. It's $90. It's super cheap. It's the cost of doing business. You can look at it like buying a franchise. It costs you $90 to run it a month. And nobody should be signing anybody up unless they explain the importance of being on a smart ship. First off, I hate running out of my patches, so I know they just come to me every month and I have them and I never run out. And you have to be on them. This creates your residual income throughout your entire organization. It's just the cost of doing it, and $90 is really not much money. And I actually have a bullet point a little further down. I maybe should have put this one just below, but the average company takes 2 to 3 years to become profitable, to get an ROA back on their thing. You said it, you never have to worry about it for qualifying to be paid monthly. Do you know how many commissions I see people lose out on, or money they lose out on for not getting paid because they have volumes underneath them or customers have bought under them? Ouch, that hurts. I've seen people lose $1,000 paychecks from forgetting to place an order. So if you're on SmartShip, it just automatically comes, you get paid, and you don't ever have to think about if you qualified, if you didn't qualify, because that's what you have to do to get paid every month with your organization or online customer sales. And it creates duplication in the organization. I always say you build strong from the top, it follows through the whole way through, hopefully perfectly, not always, but it does a lot. And just make it a habit. Creating duplication is what this business is about. It's just doing the same repetitive thing and teaching everyone to do the same. And when you create that duplication, it creates massive, massive volumes in your organization doing that. Back to being the franchise. When you open up a business, say you had a storefront or anything, you pay rent, you have to pay power bills, you have to pay all those things. $90 is all we have to pay to keep our business running and keep it going. So it's pretty much a no-brainer to be on SmartShip for that matter. It's a pretty cheap franchise to get involved with too, that can create you massive, massive income. And if you get 3 people to do the same thing in your front line, you get 2 free packs. So you can use those to sell back to people. They're $60 each to sell back to a customer. That's $120 in your pocket. So really your $90 SmartShip costs you nothing if you get 3 other people to do it. Or you can use them to hand out to people, use them as a business building tool, get free Liberty patches, whatever it is, go do balance tests, get people signed up, hand them out to people that are struggling with whatever it may be. And you make your money back. So that's where I said it takes a company 2 to 3 years to become profitable. If you get 3 people to do the same, you're making money every month by selling those 2 packages to somebody else and getting your SmartShip money back, plus making a little. I don't know. It's pretty awesome. And I just, if you're an associate and you're not on SmartShip, I'm really encouraging you to get on it. to get on it and do it. Because if you're not, you're more acting like a customer. But if you're in this to do the business, I'm telling you, get on SmartShip. And I see people are waiting to get in, Paul. Sorry, it's just popping up on my screen. Sorry to interrupt. I just saw some stuff.
Well,
pop
Brendan,
up.
they're just coming in fast, so we keep admitting them as they join. Thanks.
Oh, okay, perfect. I must have just saw that pop up. So yeah, it's very, very important to be on this for several reasons, and to get your business going and up out of your gates, and teaching your new members to do the same. Okay, no, I'm just going to my second slide here. I'm trying to get through this a little quick because I'm a chatty Cathy and I know that, so I'm trying to do good this time. I know I've been kicked off stage at company events for talking too long. And now I'm going to get into the you +3, them +3 in your first 60 days with the hat trick and all-star bonus. So this is setting your business up right. Setting up your new associates right. I always tell people, I don't know why you sign anybody up and not train them, get them going, help them. I know I tell my team members, my obligation is to you is to get you going in your business, get you out of the gates, set you up right. You don't ever get to go on a job, say you're working a till at a gas station or something, and nobody teaches you how to run the buttons on the cash register. This is your obligation as an associate when you sign up a new associate under you. So get working for them, show them the right way out of the gates, get them making money. I always say this is the easiest business to get into because it doesn't cost much, but it's the easiest to leave because they have nothing to lose. They're not in this for $500,000. So you got to get them working, you got to work for them, you got to help them get going. In the first 30 days, what I tell people is I get them signed up on the $90 SmartShip with their Super Patch launch kit, whichever one they've chosen. And then I help them get 3 associates join with a $90 SmartShip and Super Patch launch kit. So I teach them how to do the same thing. Lots of people do different things. You can do home parties to get them going to find new associates. Some are working trade shows. Some are doing online Zoom launch events for their new associate. I know I do a lot of those from further away. I do launch events. I get them to first do a launch event, get them going right out of the gate, share it with their friends and family, invite them into the group, and get them going and help them pull an associate out of there, a new member, and get them rolling and doing the same thing. And then I get them to do other ones. When I first started, I did trade shows and I would go to a town till I found a new associate. Then I would go train them at my trade show and help them get new members. That's how I built off the start and home events. I'm doing a lot of online ones too. I'm kind of doing all of them. I don't work as many trade shows anymore. But I have a lot of associates that do. So there's just a few ways to build. There's lots of different ways you can do coffee table talks, get a few people together. But I do this to help train them, and I do the opportunity presentation with them on that. Get them their cash bonuses and get them making money. So when you do this for them in their first 30 days, or when you do this as an associate in your first 30 days, you earn a $200 cash bonus. Hat trick bonus, and you earn $70 in downline bonus. So their total cash in the first 30 days is $270. Now, if you do more sales and customer sales on the side and different things when you're sharing elsewhere, you can make more than that. This is just a basic one. Plus, then you earn the $120 Business Builders product bonus for the 2 free 28 packs of Super Patches. So this is a great way to get them earning money, get them going right out of the gates. People need to see the money to get going and get building. When you do this too, and you set them right out of the gates, it duplicates in your organization. So they're going to start doing the same thing with their people. What you teach them is what they will continue to do in their business. And I already stated it, you're obligated to help your new business partner. You have to show them the way. You can't sign them up and not show them how to make money and how to make income. If you get them what they want, and then you get what you want. Teamwork makes the dream work. So when they're growing, you're growing too, right? You're ranking up, you're making more money, you're doing things, and the momentum starts growing and taking off and begins rolling. And then I'm just going to touch on the next 30 days. So once you reach those first 30 days, you maintain a personal $90 smart ship. Your 3 associates on level 1 maintain a $90 smart ship. So everybody's maintaining that. You help your 3 associates join on with 3 associates, each with a $90 smart chip and a super patch launch kit. And what you earn, well, by then the organization has reached team leader if you duplicate it properly. And you earn the 500, they are in the $500 team leader rank advancement bonus. Sorry. You earn the $400 all-star bonus. So you get $400 cash for teaching 3 people to do the same thing in the next 30 days. You earn $241 in downline bonuses. Total cash, $1,141. That's pretty awesome. Plus then you win, or plus then you can, if you have 3 people doing the same thing, duplicating, you get those 2 free 28 packs of the super packs. You earn $120 business builder product bonus when you go sell those 2 packs. So yeah, if you look at the bottom here, your total 60-day payout is $1,600 and $1,651. I think that's pretty good, easy cash for just teaching and duplicating people and just setting your business up right out of the gates. And this is so crucial to building your business and getting people onboarded properly, getting them making money, teaching them how so they can teach their others to do the same. I hope I went through that nice and quick. 20 minutes. Yay.
That was perfect, Brent. Let me ask you a question. When you talk to, we have a new associate handbook. We talked about the smart ship tonight. Do you make sure that your new recruit, your new associate, your new business partner is hooked into all the Facebook pages? And do you use the new associate handbook that's posted in the guides tab and in the features tab at the top?
Yes, every new associate I sign up, I set up a Zoom or in person, wherever they're at, if they're far away. I go through that whole associate handbook with them, and I show them all the groups and the importance of them, what they're all for. And the associate handbook has everything in there. So I don't forget a thing when I'm going through it, which is nice. And yes, I tap them into all the pages, explain the importance of them and why. And that also gives me conversation. I make them set up their launch party during that Zoom. We do a lot of things in that associate handbook. I can't say enough about that associate handbook. I think every single person needs to go through that. It's the backbone of everything of our business. It has all the information we need in there. And yes, I go through it with them too. I don't just email it off and say, go through this, because guess what? Most people never do. And it gives them questions. It strikes up conversations. It helps them get started properly. That book is crucial for your business.
Yeah, and I think it's very important. I like how you sort of alluded to the 2-pack smart chip as being $90, plus maybe tax and whatever and shipping. But you alluded to that as being sort of your cost of doing business, be it overhead, be it the cost of the franchise fee, if you want to look at it that way. It's what your commitment has to be in order to build a team, because you're going to be asking your team to do it so that they have the best opportunity to be successful and not miss out on commissions. And is that one of the key components, one of the first things you talk to your potential new associate about when, before they even sign up, as to what their commitment has to be? Is that one of the very first things that you talk to them about as far as the business is concerned?
Yes, I do, because, well, a lot of times that's people's question. What's it going to cost me, right? And sometimes it isn't, but that opens up the conversation for that. And I tell them that's what it is. That's how much it costs to get paid. And if they're not willing to be able to spend that amount a month, maybe the business isn't for them. And maybe the conversation has to go back into being a customer in the brand champion program, because that's amazing in itself. And if they just want to be product users, they can do that and pay for their product as well. It opens up a couple of conversations for them, but I definitely make sure they know that. And that's the cost of them doing this business a month for sure, right out of the gates. And because if it's not, then maybe they're not into the business as much as we think they want to be, right?
Yeah.
It also gives you a little perspective of what they want out of it. You can have that conversation with them. Like, some people are in this just to share. Some people are in this to make $5,000 a month. Some want to make $10,000 a month. So it kind of gives you that good, what's wrong?
I
Or
was
are you
saying
talking to
higher,
somebody else?
higher. I think
Yeah,
people think rates
100K a
fall.
month, 200K a month. We're all
Yeah,
gonna
there
be
you
there,
go.
right?
That's what I'm saying, girl.
Yeah. And it opens up that conversation, and maybe they're not that serious about it. But it also helps you. I never turn away people of the reason they're in this. We all know that. But when they're not committed to $90 a month, they're not looking to make 10,000, 100, 200K. They're not in it for business at all. You can just drop
Yeah, I
that
agree.
topic with them right away. That's the cold hard truth. But if you're in this business for serious and you want to build a big organization and truly do this business, you need to commit to $90 a month. No ifs, ands, or buts. I have more than one auto ship. $90 is, I have lots of auto ships because plus I love the product. I use it all of it, and then some, and so does my whole family. My entire family's on it. So yeah, if you're not in it for $90, they're not serious to do the business. And it kind of helps you
Yeah,
weed out those people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
uh,
that, go ahead, Paul.
No, sorry. So I've been doing all the noodling and the math on all this, and it's like our business does not technically cost us anything. So just for example, if you take those $90 patches, you can literally write them off. If you're slapping them on people, that's marketing. You're writing that product off. Very important. Like, this is a business, you have expenses, you have to run it like a business and take advantage of that and write off your home and all. I mean, I could go into a whole bunch of things, but here's a perfect example. Since SmartShip started, I have received 16 free packs of patches at a retail value of $960. I have paid into a SmartShip for 8 months at $90 for $720. I'm up $240, and there's still 4 months left. This business is free.
You cost
go
you
and build
nothing.
it,
Plus
you
you
get
make
those
some.
people on your front line, it's lights out, because they get 3 and they get 3 and they get 3 because they want their 2 free packs of patches. And it goes on and it goes on and on. So guys, SmartShip, mandatory. That's how we
Mandatory.
enroll people now, mandatory.
Even if you're a product lover, I don't know why you wouldn't be on it. It's so easy, and it's
Yeah,
just
my
they're there.
family
Like,
uses it. I
it's-
use it.
I don't know,
give it
but when
away.
you're a big business builder and a serious business builder, I don't know how else to say the cold hard truth, but you should be on it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna, I mean, obviously, if you're gonna lead your team, you know, you have to do what you're telling people to do.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
if you're,
it's
I mean, that's just basic business 101. I mean,
yeah,
let's face it, if you want to build this as a business, and that's one of the key things that I think is important, is to determine what your new associate or your new recruit wants. It's not what I want,
no.
because I already know what I want. I'm going to get it regardless of whether this recruit comes with me or not. But what I want to do is make sure that the recruit understands everything that they are responsible for if they want to be successful in this business like I am.
Mhm.
And so the success of being in this business starts with a smart ship. That's it. That's my
Yeah.
cost of doing business. And I'm like you, Brent, I have way more than one smart chip. So I have 3 smart chips. So the bottom line is I need the patches. I don't have to think about it. I just know they're coming in. All I have to think about is, oh, do I want to switch one of my smart chips up? And oh, what do I want to get for my free ones this month? That's what I have to noodle on at times. But sometimes I get too close to the end of the month. But you got to do it 3 days before your ship date. But I think that, you know, if somebody just wants to join and get the products, that's fine. Then you have to qualify your time, because you're not going to spend a lot of time training somebody if they're not willing to build the business the way that successful leaders have built it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you buy a franchise in something, they don't just hand you the keys and say good luck and don't teach you how to, you know, bake the buns or, you know, flip the birds or whatever it is you're doing. There's a training session. And so if somebody wants to build and that's what they tell you, then they have to be willing to train, they have to be willing to learn, they have to be willing to get on calls. And I agree with you, Brenna and Paul, that the key component to starting this business and being successful is getting on a smart chip. Because as Paul said, just do the math. The business is free. The business is free. And it may not be free in the first month, and it may not be free in the first few weeks, but you stay at this and build it and share it and get 3 people on it, your business is free.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's like a drive-through at a fast
great
food
point,
restaurant.
Earl.
Yeah.
What's that, Paul?
And you're right, Terry. How can you tell someone when you're not doing the same? Like there's no integrity there. Like you gotta, if you can't duplicate that if you're not duplicating it, it's probably not even on your radar if you're not doing it really.
Well, I used to, you know, I used to laugh at my dad when I was young. I used to smoke, and my dad knew I was smoking when I was 16, and he used to tell me to quit smoking while he had a dart hanging out of his mouth. I'm like, how can you tell me to quit when you got one in your mouth? Like, when you quit, I'll quit, right?
Right.
So it's kind of like saying, I'll do a smart chip when you do a smart chip if you're not on one, you know? So you know, it's just lead by example, set the best example we can. And we're doing everything we can. If somebody says they want to do the business, we want to do our best job as their sponsor to set them up for success, not for failure.
Yeah.
Because as you said, Brent, their success becomes our success.
Yeah.
And that's vital, right?
It does.
And so very, very important points. And
I don't know. I don't sign people up and just tell them, feed them to the wolves and tell them you can't do that. And then complain nobody's working or doing things or sharing. That's my obligation. I talk someone into the business. I'm going to create success in them. That's what I would do.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and smart chip, guys, is duplication. And just imagine McDonald's did not have a smooth system to just roll those cars through the drive-through and things were all over the map. You'd have zero, nothing would be happening. It would be chaos. If you have a smart chip and everyone has a smart chip, this is duplication, and duplication is simple, and that's how your organization is going to grow, and you need them anyway. And I mean, we've said all the different examples. I mean, it's just crucial. Try to tell your team that the importance of it, and you'll see such differences in how your business is going, because there's so many advantages to being on that. So
Yeah, so great call. Brenna, anybody want to raise your hand? Anybody have a quick question or anything? We got a couple minutes here. If you want to reach down and ask Brenna a question, I'm sure she'd be happy to answer.
yeah, great job, Brenna. It's just an important subject, right? Is just to the key to our business, and set it, forget it. That's what I love about it. Build your business. Don't worry about, is this person qualified? Is this person qualified? Yeah, they are. They're on smart chip.
I've seen someone lose out on $1,000 paycheck from.
Oh yeah,
not
me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
90 for
costly
1,000.
I call it your $1 million mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hard part is, you know, a lot of times they call the corporate office and, you know, beg for corporate, and corporate, you know, corporate's not, you're responsible for your business, and you know, you can't go to corporate on bended knee, you know, for your own neglect.
Yeah.
And this is your business. You bought it, own it, build it. You got tons of support here, tons of support. And build your team and don't make it difficult. Get on a smart ship and then cruise. And then, you know what I mean? And then you'll build it. And that's one of the key components. So awesome call, Brenna, as always. You're dynamite. Awesome
Yeah, thanks
things coming
again.
from all back
Everybody have a
to
great event wherever they're going on, whether you got a vendor event or whatever's happening. Love seeing all the posting about what's happening and the momentum out there. And we've only just begun. So if you think it's crazy right now, well, hold on.
Brenna, I
Yeah,
think
these
we have-
patches have been changing lives a lot.
George St. Louis has a question. Go ahead, George, unmute
Okay.
yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you, George. Fire
Okay.
away.
Okay, on the smart chip, that works on a 28-day program or something like that? Is that how that works?
30 days.
So
Or is it 30 days?
month to month. So you can set it any date of the month for it to come out at the exact same time. And you can change which patches you want month to month too. You can switch up your orders every month and change them. But it goes in that month to month increment. So if there's 30 days in the month, it's the 30 days. If there's 31 days in the month, it's 31 days. Does that make sense and help? So if you set
Somewhat.
it for the
Yeah.
20th every month, it'll just come out, send out the 20th of every month. Or the
Okay,
first.
I was
the
in
15th.
I was in my back office today and I was looking at something and it was only 28 days. Is that just the patches or?
Oh, the patches. Sorry, hon, I misunderstood. Yeah, the patches are a 4-week use. So it says 28 days, but it's 4 weeks of patches in a package.
Yeah, I get that because I forgot to renew my monthly thing there for I wasn't on Smart Ship, so Elena's my upline,
Yeah,
and that's when I questioned her about it, and that's what she said. Put your Smart Ship on, so it does it automatically.
yeah.
Are
And
you
that's
trying
when
to build? Are you trying to build a team, George?
I'm gonna work at it. I already got a few people interested.
Oh, good
and
for
I
you. Congratulations.
Thank you, and I already invited
Awesome.
them into the people's testimony
Yeah,
Testimonials
on the
group,
face.
yes.
Yeah, the testimonial group.
yeah.
I'm just
Well,
learning
just
all.
make sure-
I'm just learning all this language, so it's
Yeah,
little
no
bit-
worries. Well, your first step, if you're building, George, is to get on a 2-pack smart chip. Pick any 2 packs you want. You can switch them up every month. And then when you're signing up new people that want to build the business and you determine that they want to build the business, Brenna's advice, my advice, Paul's advice, and many other leaders in this company would strongly urge you, if you want to be successful, to get on a 2-pack smart chip minimum and get your people that want to build on a 2-pack. That is your monthly commitment in order to be successful. And you can, as Paul said, you can write that expense off.
okay.
And once you get
Is,
3 people on a smart chip, you get 2 free packs every month on top of your smart chip.
Yes, I get that because on Sunday I had people over and I bought the insoles, the orange one and the blue ones, and I forgot to do a video about it because I did when you push the hands down and on the side you lift up the person's hand and it throws them off balance.
Yeah.
And after they stepped on the insole, I couldn't even move them, and they ended up buying my insoles.
There you go.
So
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's
that'll work
awesome.
that'll work the same way with the Victory patch or the Liberty patch too.
yes, because I gave her a couple of REM patches also and peace
Yeah.
patch to
Yeah.
try out, and I told her in a couple of days I want her input on it.
Good stuff. Awesome.
So
Well, you're doing the right stuff, and you know what, George, congratulations for your new people, and good for you for showing up on these calls, George. That's the way you got to do it. So congrats.
yeah, it's like a new job on this, so I'm in to learn it. So I'm gonna start from step 1.
Good stuff. That's awesome.
Awesome, George.
Awesome, George.
And
And
we
I'm
have
just
one
gonna
more
go.
one more question here,
Yeah,
Paul.
now I don't know who
yeah.
this is. I'll ask to unmute if you could just say who you are and ask away. Thank you.
Yes, hi, Dave George, calling from Rhode Island. I just had a question regarding customers. As far as customers regarding the Smart Ship, where do they go to to modify their Smart Ship orders? Where do they go for that?
They would just go into their customer portal. So they'd log into their customer portal and then
Custom.
they can
Okay.
change it in there, but they can also now upgrade to an associate without calling into the office and everything. Now it's just a very smooth transition.
Okay.
To upgrade if they feel they want to.
I believe the customer portal, it also says subscriptions.
Yeah,
Oh,
So they can
okay.
make subscriptions,
All right.
And then,
All right.
then a drop down will come down. It'll say edit monthly subscription.
Awesome. Very good. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
we've only been in it since our second week. We got a handful of customers. That was just one question I just needed answers. We'll definitely be seeing some people. We'll see everybody in California.
Right on.
Excellent.
What's your first name? What's your first name?
Dave George.
Oh,
We're
Dave.
under. Yeah, we're with Jennifer Bradshaw.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you
Nice.
got a great leader with Jennifer, and we're all excited for you and your friends in California and all over the world for that matter, because that's where we're going. So Smart Ship is the basis for all of us to be part of this, to go all over the world, those that want to build. So congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're coming in from Rhode Island, so we get a little bit of a trip. Not too bad.
Yeah, good. That's awesome. Well, thank you for
welcome
your
to the team.
thank you for your question. It's a great question, Dave.
Thanks,
Thank
Dave.
you.
We'll
Thanks.
meet you
Great
one
call,
day.
guys. Great call. Thank you,
Thanks.
Brenna. Great
And
call as well.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And
Welcome.
guys, I've just been asked, speaking of events, just to recap what I said. So May 11th, or sorry, did I say May 11th on that event? Sorry, I don't even know.
Oh,
where-
you said May.
That was-
You did
yeah,
say May.
so
6th.
it's May 6th, sorry. May 6th, Saturday, is the California Orange County event from 10 to 1. May 13th is Calgary, starts at 8:30 a.m. And May 27th is Mississauga, starts at 10 till 1 p.m. So sorry, guys, I said May 11th. I don't know where that date came from, but thanks for Lori for sending me a message telling me that. So
Yeah, Calgary. No, just kidding. I live closer. so-
yeah, yeah. All right, well, we'll go to Sharon. Might as well get these questions answered. So
Sure, I'm in no hurry.
go ahead, Sharon.
Hello. I just have a couple questions. I'm new to this
Welcome.
group. Thank you,
Welcome.
thank you, and definitely a little slow on the start here, but I still need to sign up on my back office and get that all signed up. But I did get the super PAC. But I have a question. I have somebody that I shared some patches with, and she said she thought they made her feel sick. So I don't know enough about the patches. I give her Liberty, Defend, and Freedom. Is that maybe she's just not feeling well, or has anybody ever experienced that? I don't know what to tell her. So
Well, one of the things is, Sharon, I mean, with anything, there can be an adjustment period. So
Yeah.
she doesn't have to be a martyr and wear them. Just tell her there could be adjustment. What is she looking to achieve with our patches? What is she targeting?
well, pain, number one, and stability. It's actually my mom, to tell you the truth. So I don't know if
Okay.
it's just but she has had the box socks before and she loves them. And
Yeah.
I said, well, and she's wore 2 pairs out. And I said, well, they're the same, but better, right? But the first night she wore them, she got a really upset stomach. And then the next day she put them on and the same thing. So, and she didn't wear them today. So I just didn't really know. I don't really know what to tell her. So
Well, it could be coincidental. I mean, you don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But if she's targeting pain, first of all, then it depends what what the pain is
Yeah, well,
caused.
I mean,
Is it
she's
a fall?
82, so like she's got, her knees are aching, her shoulders aching, everything's hurting,
Yeah.
I guess,
So what I would, is she wearing the socks with the Liberty patch?
No.
Okay, so I would say just put on the Liberty patch and add
Okay.
the pain patch. Don't worry about the Defend right away. And
Okay.
work to defend in later. If she
Okay.
happens to I mean, for the first transition period, I mean, we're obviously trying to improve somebody's quality of life,
Right.
right? We're not instantly curing them, and we don't claim to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. What we're doing
Right.
is we're optimizing your mom's own ability, her body, and her through her neurology, her body's own ability to heal itself, to get better.
Right.
And so sometimes in some cases, it's not always the case, but in some cases it can get a little messy before it gets good. Have you ever done a
Right.
renovation where it doesn't get a little messy before it gets
Yeah.
good?
Well, we're moving right now, so it's real messy.
So you get it, right?
Yeah,
So
I
just
do.
Sharon, it's your mom, and I know you care deeply for her and you love her, and that's absolutely wonderful, and you're trying to help her, but you need to coach her through it a bit.
Yeah. And like I said,
Right.
I said to her, I said, well, maybe just don't wear it for a day, take them off and just give yourself a little bit of break and then just gradually reintroduce
100%.
yourself.
100%. Yeah,
That's
exactly. And then
Oh,
her, as
And,
she, go ahead.
sorry. Well, she
No, go
put
ahead.
like, she put a freedom on each knee and then a freedom on her shoulder. And I said, I think you're only supposed to use one at a time, right? Of
Well,
the
not
patches?
necessarily. I mean, if
No?
you got pain down both legs, you can use two
Okay.
on both legs, but I wouldn't do more than two.
Okay. Because she
And
had 3 on and I'm like, well, what do you got
well,
3
listen, it's not
on for?
it's not going to kill her. We're not putting anything into her business, into
Right.
her body, but there could be some overstimulation there too. So
Okay.
just have her work into it slowly, and it's kind of like, when I got progressive lenses for the first time, when I put them on, I hated them. I got dizzy. I take them off, and then I'm like, damn, these
Mhm.
glasses are so expensive. I'm gonna keep. And I tried it again, and then I'd get dizzy, but I didn't get dizzy as quick. And so I take them
Right.
off again, and then I'm like, damn, I gotta get these glasses, and I put them on again. And finally, after 4 or 5 times, I could wear them full time, and I liked them better than my old prescriptions. But it took me 4 or 5 times to get used to it, and I
Yeah.
was feeling dizzy when I wore them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. It was my the different muscles and things in my eyes that were being used in a different way through the information that the glasses were sending through my eyes.
Yeah.
And so there was an adjustment period. So just let your mom know, just reassure her there's nothing going in her body. It's not
Mhm.
her. There's an adjustment period, and just to be patient with it and take it slow. I mean, she can
Okay.
wear, she can wear the Liberty patch and take it off and maybe just wear the pain patch.
Yeah. Okay.
Or she can wear them together, and just coach her through it. And I'm guaranteeing you, when you coach them through it and reassure them, they will trust you, and they
Yeah.
will continue to use them, but they don't have to, nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head. We're trying to work with people to help them, and not everybody gets the same reactions. And Jay even said everybody's neurology is affected in different ways, right?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
see results faster than others, depending on how your neurology has been inconvenienced. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. I have one more question too. Just, I'm not too late to buy my ticket for Calgary, am I? We've been moving, so I'm been preoccupied
Nope.
here. So, okay.
Nope. And
You
then
still
I'll tell
can,
you
hon.
what, Sharon, I'll tell you what, if you have trouble getting a ticket, you sick Brenna on,
Yeah.
you sick Brenna on whoever, and I'll tell
I'll
you
get
what,
you a
you'll probably have 5 tickets. So
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. I need my goal today was go in and set up my back office. I just need to get that done. So, thank you so
that
much.
takes you like 10, that takes you like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, I'm excited. I really like the patches. I think they're great. So,
well, we're all glad to have you here, Sharon. So
Yeah,
great
welcome,
question.
Sharon.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Great to
Thank
have
you. And I think we have another, I don't have a name, whoever is iPhone 58, you should have got it. Go ahead.
iPhone 58 has to
Should
unmute.
be- They're muted again. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I
No.
don't know. They're not unmuting.
Well, we went way over
Oh, it
anyway,
keeps
but
kind of flickering. Their
What's that?
mute keeps kind of flicking on and off. I see.
yeah, must have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, well, hey, thank you so much. I'm glad that we got a lot of questions answered there as well, and we appreciate everybody coming on for sure. And we're excited about, you know, what's happening every day. So get out there and, you know, slap a patch on everyone, and you know, your business will grow truly. So
Hang on a second, Paul. iPhone 58 went out of the room and came back in again. I just admitted him back in. So
oh,
if iPhone 58 is back in the room, unmute yourself and
Okay.
just ask your question.
I'm only seeing video, not even a microphone on them now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
reach out in the team page, Team Pagination,
Yeah.
if you have a question, we'll get it answered for you. So
All right, well, I'll unmute everyone and we will all say good night and thank you again, guys. Thanks, Brina. Awesome job.
thanks, Brenna.
Paul,
Yeah.
Brenna.
Always a
Thank
pleasure.
Good night. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Good
everybody.
night, everybody.
you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you,
night,
everybody.
awesome.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.